Howdy, soldiers. It is 2018! Hooray! We finally made it! Let's fingers crossed that this year is less of a dumpster fire than 2017. But in that vein, I did want to talk about some books that came out this year, or last year, I suppose. Oh god, now it's like that thing back in elementary school and you have to write the name in the date in the corner of your paper, and then you just constantly get it wrong for like 3 months. I also really need to do my makeup today because I'm filming some stuff and then I'm going out tonight, and I was like, you know what, let's combine these two. I did a makeup book tag forever ago with a really terrible camera, so now that I have a nice beautiful new camera and like an okay setup, let's do it again in high definition. I also tried to get books that either came out in 2017 or that I read in 2017. You also can't all see this right now, but as I'm filming, it's snowing and it's just magic. I love the winter. Alright, let's get down to business. First thing first on this tag is moisturizer, which is what book covers all of the things that you look for in a book. Let's talk about my moisturizer. First, I use the Kiehl's. An H and an L should never be side by side like that. This is the extra, oh god, I'm trying to read it backwards. No, okay, I give up. Extra facial moisture, ultra facial moisturizer. As for the book that covers all the things I look for in a book that may just be my favorite book is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. There's lost cities, there's the chosen one turned on its head, there's some gods and goddesses, there's mortality issues, there's magical creatures, there's prophecies, there's like kind of creepy moth creature things. It's just, oh my god, I love this book so much. The way that this book is written is just so lyrical and beautiful, and it really just adds this whole fairy tale legend-esque feeling that this book has. I love it so much. For foundation, I'm to pick a favorite book that is the first book of a series. Let's do book first this time for funsies, and I'm gonna pick City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, but I'm also gonna pick the collector's edition because this is a freaking gorgeous book that came out this year. And it's shiny, and it's beautiful. I really like this one as a first in a series because it really introduces us to this whole world that she just expands and blows up later. And I just think it's really fun. It was one of the first paranormal YA series I ever read, and I'm continuing to go with it. I love where it's gone and going, and it just has a special place in my heart. And for foundation, I am doing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in, is it Alabaster? Of course it is. Kind of really weird using a stick foundation because I've never used one before, so I'm just kind of drawing on my face and I'm buffing it in. Alright, foundation is done. Tea break. Next step for me is my concealer, which is my Holy Grail Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Concealer in Fair. And the question for that is some characters you wish didn't exist. Let me tell you, right now, I am so freaking done with Goddard from Neil Shusterman's Scythe. He was kind of bad in the first book, but then I got the advanced copy of Thunderhead, which is the sequel. It's coming out in January sometime now, actually. Do recommend. This was a bomb-ass sequel. Holy crap. He bothers me so much in here. Oh my god, he's such an ass. And I want him dead so bad. And I'm not someone that ever wants anybody dead in real life. Futuristic Grim Reapers, and it's great. Oh man, I could do without a couple of people in here. Let us conceal. Skin is actually not doing too bad right now. All of the spots on it are kind of healing. They're just red still, so I'm actually quite impressed with how smooth this is covering up. I mean, you guys only ever see me from, you know, this perspective here, and sometimes I do my makeup and it looks okay on camera, and then you see me in real life and you'd be like, ugh. But right now, I can honestly say that if you did see me in real life, you'd be like, oh hey. Next step on this list is finishing powder with my handy dandy trusty e.l.f. finishing powder in Perfect Finished HD powder in clear. And for finishing powder, it is required that you name a favorite last book in a series, and so I'm going to pick Our Dark Duet by V.E. Schwab. This is just a duology, but this is a fantastic end to wrap up what is happening, and it is very different than what you may think a YA series is going to be. I really like how the struggle between good and evil is more in favor of evil, and how it's not just always that the light is gonna save the day. It's very dark, there's lots of monsters, and just the way that it ends is very realistic but really sad, but also very thought-provoking. It's just a great wrap up. Because I am very shiny, let's get rid of all the shine on my face with some powder. Gonna have to turn my ISO down. I'm just so pale now. Next up is eyebrows, and that one is name a book you think everyone should read. I got this. I think everyone should read Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss because I am never gonna stop fangirling about this book once I got on board of the fangirl train for this book. I think everyone should read this not because it's a cool story. It's about this kid who grows up on the streets and then ends up going to magic school, and it's literally just a kid going to university for like the whole book, but also kind of with magic. But the way that it's written is just so incredible. The way that you weave characters, the way you weave world building, the way that you can make magic happen in a realistic world is so well done. So I think people can read it just to like the story, and writers can read it to appreciate the fine art of writing. And for eyebrows, I use my, NYX Precision Brow Pencil in brown. First we spoolie, then we fill in. I love filling in my eyebrows. If sometimes I'll just do like the most basic makeup, it will be like concealer and like one coat of mascara and my eyebrows. Right, at the very moment that I'm looking at this looks alright, and I'm sure that later when I look back at the footage, I'm like, oh god, what are those eyebrows doing? But at the moment, I like them, so we're just gonna stop messing with them now. Pro tip, if you can't get your brows to match, just have bangs over one side, and then no one will ever know. Next step for me is to highlight and contour, but I only found one for highlight and contour. It's basically just name something that is the highlight book, like a book that makes you excited, or a book that's a highlight in your life. So we're gonna, sure, let's do that. And a book that really brightened my day was In 27 Days by Alison Gervais, and there's a story behind this book as to why it brightened my day. See, In 27 Days is a story that I read on Wattpad forever ago, and I loved this book so much, and I think I wrote the author like 3 or 4 times being like, you need to get this published. When is this getting published? I want to read it so bad. And the other day I happened to stumble across it by accident in store, and I just pretty much had a meltdown. Like, I freaked out with the person that was also buying it. I was like, this is so Wattpad, like, I know this book. She's like, yeah, I'm really excited, I'm gonna like it. I read it too. So I ended up buying it. It's such a wonderful nostalgia memory for me. To make it look like I actually have cheekbones, I'm gonna take this super old gross powder from the Body Shop from like 6 years ago and just go in, do a face, and then just carve out some cheekbones. Oh, there it is. There's one. And now we carve a matching one on the other side. I've gotten really into highlight lately. I don't know what it is. I've gotten less into contour, more into highlight, but for this video's sake, I'm gonna do 2. The highlight that I usually will use, oh, actually, wait, where is it? The NYX Bright Idea highlight in Chardonnay Shimmer, which is like a beautiful goldy color, but I think actually, you know what? Yeah, let's combine the two, because I was originally gonna go with this stuff by Makeup Forever. I actually have no idea what it's called. It's just a, I don't know, this white shimmery shiny moonstone-y color. Usually I use that, but it's pretty harsh, so no, let's just use both. Smooth it out. Ooh, there's the shine. There it is. Once I have a coat of that on, I'll actually just take this and then just pile it on top so I get a couple of different shades of highlight. Oh, there it is. It's coming out on camera. The next question is eyeshadow, which is to pick a book that has your favorite colors on the front. So I picked another V.E. Schwab book because I got the collector's edition of A Darker Shade of Magic. It's so beautiful, and there's artwork inside, and it's just the most aesthetically pleasing book I've gotten all year. I'm gonna take my Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay, and we're gonna put, wait, what is this color? WOS. Alright, I'm gonna put that on my lid. Then I'm gonna take Naked 2, which is this darker brown. Wait, no, lighter brown. I'm gonna put that in my crease. And then also bring it under the eye a little bit. When I have that like soft skull socket look, we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna move on to the eyeliner section of this tag. The eyeliner question is to pick a dark and mysterious book, so I decided to pick Echo War by Sarah J. Maas. This is the special UK paperback edition that my wonderful friend got me for Christmas, so I decided to show this one off. But it is it's a lovely book, and there's a lot of darkness, and there's a lot of mystery in it, and we have a couple of very dark, mysterious main characters. I especially want to learn about Arwen. She's just so interesting to me. Rhysand, I think, was more mysterious in past books. We didn't know him as well. Thera just keeps getting... she just keeps climbing. I'm like, what is gonna happen with her? I feel like it's just gonna be a Star Wars moment where she like turns to the dark side at some point, and I really hope she kind of does. I kind of cheat for eyeliner because I don't really feel like wearing eyeliner today, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same Naked palette and just a really, really tiny angle brush. I'm gonna dunk some into the black. I'm just gonna put some on my upper lash line. That stage is done. I'm gonna put away the eyeshadow. Let's just drop that down. Ooh, my next favorite part is mascara, and for that one it is choose your favorite villain. So I picked one of my favorite books of the year, which I'm pretty sure I already mentioned in my favorite books of 2017 wrap up. Actually, I probably mentioned like 3 or 4 of these books in that wrap up. It's fine, it's fine. And that's Nova from Marissa Mayer's Renegades. An old-fashioned superhero Avengers meets X-Men type of novel, and we follow our main character Nova, who is part of the Anarchists and not of the Renegades. So she is the bad guy in this situation, and she has to infiltrate the good guys by pretending to be one of them, and I love that kind of plot line. I love when characters have to infiltrate the other side and learn what it's really all about. And for mascara is the NYX Doll Eye Mascara in black. Now, once again, disappoint my audience with the amount of crazy faces that I don't make. See? Doll eyes. I'm pretty sure some of you are very attracted to that, and some of you are very creeped out, but I feel like that's also kind of what my aesthetic is. Okay, so next up is blush, and I don't ever wear blush because I'm just pink as it is, and I prefer to keep this corpse-like pallor, so I will say what my answer is, but there's no blush getting put on this today. Blush is to pick a book that had a cringeworthy romance. Can I say the latest Star Wars? No, it has to be a book? Okay, fine. I am picking the 2 main characters from An Enchantment of Ravens. I did not finish this book because I hated the romance so much. It was so insta-lovey, it was so cringy. I did not like this at all, but the fairy world was actually super cool. Although I do have to give props to the author for making a very good point on consent. That's pretty much the only good part of this romance that I have found. And lastly is lipstick, which is my favorite part of any look at all. And that is pick your favorite book, Kiss. Will do. I can do that. I am picking Geekerella by Ashley Poston because this follows a very stereotypical, predictive fairy tale story, right? You get the princess that's locked away, and then the prince tries to come and save them, and then there's some reason they can't be together because the evil king has kidnapped somebody, or there's a dragon or somewhat, and then at the very end the prince gets the girl and they kiss and live happily ever after. You know the story. But that's what I loved about this so much, was because that fairy tale kiss, that final ending, was put off for so long, and so when it finally happened, you were like, is it ever gonna happen? Are we gonna get the happy ending? And then we did, and it was just wonderful. The lipstick that I'm choosing is one that I got for Christmas that I've not tried yet because it just looked really cool. And this is the NYX one. My friend knows me very well. And this is in the shade Nightcrawler. Damn you! Release your bounty! Oh my lord, finally, like 10 minutes later, okay. Oh, that's a color I can get behind. Seriously, so stoked about this lip color. Okay, alright, so let's not wrap this up before I get too excited. It looks like 2018 is also gonna be fantastic for books, especially January, oddly enough. There's a whole bunch of books that come out in January that are really, really great. So if you would like, I will link my favorite 2017 book video down below if you wish to look at that. And if not, there's plenty of other videos out there to look at. I hope everybody had a happy new year, and I wish you all good luck in 2018. I hope you guys are having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!